Hey, is your butt shooting up in the snatch or even in the clean and messing with your Olympic lifts? In this video, we're going to break down what's going on and how to fix it. Hey, it's Drew Dillon from Project Lift, and in this video, we're looking at what's going on when the butt's shooting up in a snatch or in a clean. And how we're going to break it down is we're going to do the classic, what is it, why it's happening, when it typically happens, and how the hell to fix it. So if you're watching this video, I imagine you want to get better at your Olympic lifts, and I encourage you, check out our free guide, How to Improve Your Olympic Lifts Now. It's packed with tips that improve your training today, and once this video helps you, make sure you share it forward with a friend. That really helps us out, guys, if you send it to a friend and you both subscribe, and make sure you hit that thumbs up because that helps us too. New videos are coming each week. All right, what is going on when that butt is shooting up in the snatch? So what is it? Now, in a lot of gyms, this is called the stripper butt. You see someone in a good start position, or maybe a poor start position, and then when they push off the floor, their butt goes shooting to the sky, their chest drops, and if you really think about it, that butt did a whole lot more movement than the bar ever did. So there's a big energy leak there. And if you're watching this video, I imagine you know this might be going on. So let's get into the why, when, and how, and see how the hell we can fix it. Now, why is the butt shooting up in your snatch or in your clean? So there's a couple things going on here. One, maybe you're in an incorrect position at the start, and for that, I encourage you to check out our start position video that we just did. It really highlights the key elements, see what's going on there, see if it supports you. Two, you might be so focused on moving quickly from the floor that you're being your own worst enemy. Now here's the kicker. When that butt shoots up off the floor, that'll always feel faster than moving hip and shoulder correctly off the floor. And when you're new to this sport, that can be very mind twisting, because we know we want to be fast. We know speed helps us through the movement as the weight gets heavier. However, if we're starting to feel that butt shooting up is quick, and when we do that in our minds, it's like, oh yeah, but then everything just goes to junk, right? We have to work 10 times harder in the lift if we can even save it. And if we're close to our red line in the lift, there is no saving it. So that's the kicker. If you're trying to move fast from the floor and you're doing such in a way that, one, your butt's shooting up and you're just not even realizing it, then that's hurting you, and that's why this is going on. Now, when does this typically happen? I mentioned one. One is when we're trying to be fast from the floor. And two, it happens when the weight gets heavier. And a lot of times that can still be that mental component of, we hit that 90%, we've been moving really good, we've been doing great, and all of a sudden we hit this heavier weight on the bar and we think to ourselves, oh, I need to give it extra. Well, if your extra is trying to move fast off the floor and your butt shoots up, that is why this is going on. And finally, how in the world do we fix the butt shooting up in a snatch or a clean? Simple, guys, it really is. So two things here. One is practicing smoothly accelerating off the floor. Now this takes into all the things that we said about good start positions in our start position video, but when we're pushing with our legs, we have that slack taken out, we're breaking from the floor in a controlled way and then smoothly accelerating, right? We're wanting to accelerate, but when I say smoothly, I want you to think of it doing this acceleration in a way that's under your control. And as we practice that, our ability to accelerate speeds up. So if it feels super slow to you, don't panic. This is what practice does, is allowing us to integrate that movement pattern so we can really start to tune that in and move really well off the floor. The second thing I have for you is a cue that really supported me as an athlete, and that's imagine a laser shooting out of your chest and hitting the wall when you're in your start position. When you drive your legs, imagine using your legs to drive that laser up the wall. If the laser drops, right, the laser angle drops to the floor, that means your butt has shot up. So for me personally, focusing on my chest and how when I pushed with my legs, driving my chest or driving that laser up the wall, that was easier for me to feel than my hip, right? I couldn't really feel when I drove with my butt shot up, and I did have that issue with imagining that butt shooting up, it felt faster. It wasn't necessarily an imagination because it does feel faster. So the laser cue out, hitting out of your chest, hitting the wall, driving that up the wall is a great cue to use while you're training and really practicing this. You do these two things and your butt shooting up in this lift will be a thing of the past. So if this helped you, if this gave you a new way to look at it, let us know, guys. Comment. We want to know how your training's going. We want to hear from you. And again, pay it forward, guys. It really does help us. And until next week.